see if it's pink. I wonder if it's pink. Oh! Yeah.
Today, it's gonna be a little random. Got a bunch of weird stuff I'm working on, and it's just how it is from how parts and whatever I have here. So, one of those is this barrel. I bought a table for our outdoor bar project. I'll post a picture of it right here, where you can see I took a table and cut it down. Didn't have enough support on this chair, so I needed some stuff to make some triangles. And there's some extra parts, and those are going to get welded onto the bed to hold the barrel. I've done some welding here on the fenders to get those set. And the other thing, let me flip this around. The other thing I've done is I started putting in some test pieces here for the firewall connection. Probably not, shouldn't call them tests because they will be permanent, but it'll either be bonded or welded. A couple little fillers to put in there. Got some welds to fix with probably some filler pieces there. Still have some filler stuff here. I'm gonna pull the whole front end and do that. And of course, as things are important and not important, I had to spray paint the airbox green to look more military, and didn't need to do that at all, but here we are. And also, I got a radiator. I bought one for a Jeep and it didn't fit. The outlet was on the wrong side and I couldn't clear the power steering, but this is off of a 55 to 57 Chevy. And it will work, it'll clear everything. I've got the junkyard Taurus fan hack going on. So I think a bit of what I got going on today is to go through, work on the battery tray, figure out where some of that might go. Actually, that's not it at all. I'm gonna pull the front end and I'm gonna work on those and work on the barrel and see what I can do there. So here we go. I got the front end pulled off. I got the radiator buried in these boxes somewhere, kind of test fit. I'm gonna have to trim the pulley. There's a bolt for where the fan had gone on, so I need to cut that off to get everything to fit with enough movement that I'm comfortable with it. But I pulled the front end and I took the opportunity to get this on its on the front, I guess it is, and come through and start working on these patch panels. You can see I've got a bit to go here, and I've gone through and trimmed the inside so there's not so much sticking out, because these were like out to here. So trying to get all that set. I need to get this guy taken off here because I'm going to run piece of angle iron, cut this, connect it into the frame mounts on the Suburban. So you can kind of get that set up, but I've just kind of got to finish this a little bit here, finish this here. These were all mashed, is why it's such a hodgepodge of weird pieces in here. Both of these fenders they gotten kind of crushed at some point in time. So
well, it's old.
Yeah, it's old. I got quite a bit to go through and get through in there, but just getting this cleaned up. So that part's good. So what Nicole is going to do is come through and power wash the motor. Kind of quickly taped off any of the holes that are here. We got to kind of watch the spark plugs, okay? So you don't get a bunch of water everywhere.
Of course. Right.
Those areas are, it's like up in here, so you don't want to spray up in that way. But we should be fine. I went through and made a bunch of panels, again, trying to weld on this stuff. I don't know what this firewall is made of, but welding it, like it just turns into coral. It's just like, it's dirty. So I got a good chunk of it welded. I got some of it welded on the bottom. So we're gonna panel bond the rest of it. So I cut all these pieces for it. Okay. And we're going to panel bond them and then pop rivet it on to make sure they hold while it sets up. And I've got everything cut for the inside. Cab connections there. But the motor's a mess. I want to get this cleaned up before we kind of go any further with any of that. So that's where we are.
Got to burn the barrel. Got to burn the barrel too.
Oh yeah, go
do.
I started testing it. Nicole's going to finish this up and get this burned. I'd like to see if you can get some stain on it tonight too, if that's possible. We'll see how far we get.
See. Maybe tomorrow morning.
That's the plan, because I want to get that mat cleared. These are welded in.
Oh,
it's got a little bit of movement on the back. We'll put a couple braces back there. Okay. And so I think all I got now is just to finish off the sheet metal.
Yeah,
I gotta make sure that we're the same height, because with the barrel being here, it had dipped really low here, so I just gotta double check that before we get this too welded in. But it's kind of where we're at. I got this guy all set. This side turned out way nicer than the other one. That's how it is. Second time's always easier, right?
Right. It looks fabulous. Look at that. That looks so good.
All right, let's get to cleaning.
He's a beast.
Try to spray like in between here. There you go. On the top there. Yep. There you go, too.
Down here.
I was gonna say there's no water pump. Block off plate, but it's not cast. It was still there. It's that weird transition of motors where they have the space for a water pump, but cut it out. Like these pulleys and the back of the block. All right, here we are for our cocktail break. Today we're gonna make the Taboo Torch.
Taboo Torch.
Good summertime cocktail. Trying to keep this whole series easy, affordable, something you probably have around, and something that's great to just pop in, make really quick, and use while you're out working on the car and decide you need a cocktail at some point.
Head back out. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Alrighty. So the first thing that we're going to do is get our tumbler of ice. We're going to dirty pour it into the glass. 2 ounces of Don Q rum. 1.5 ounces of fresh squeezed watermelon juice. 0.25 ounces of agave syrup. 0.25 ounces of fresh lime juice. And the last thing that we're going to do, it's a little bit different, is we're going to add a couple dashes of green jalapeno Tabasco. So I'm going to let you go ahead with that. Oh, 3.
It's not like a bitters dash, so
We'll see.
way less.
I went ahead and I got us a plastic tumbler so that we can take that outside and be safe with that. Get it really cold. Really, really cold.
Oh, so cold it's frozen together.
Let's see if it's pink. I wonder if it's going to... Oh, it's a little pink. I was curious if it was going to come out. Oh.
A little bit left over.
Okay.
Small glass.
Cool. All right. Shall I do the
Give it a
first?
taste.
Okay. All right. Here we go. The Taboo Torch. That's interesting. That's interesting, and that's trouble. You could
That is trouble.
You could drink that down really, really easy. It's very fresh.
It is hot when you may come in and make one of these. Oh boy, they would
yeah, it's
make 2.
It's really, 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 really fresh from the watermelon juice in it. The white rum, obviously you don't get that back end of all the funk and all the heaviness.
Yeah, and Don Q is a good, solid, easy rum. And I mean, there's probably like the Breezeway blend. You could use that. Yeah. There's Fort Cagna has a white rum that would be really good.
You could even use Bacardi.
Persian, any of those, yeah.
Bad. But I mean, what do you think of the?
It's just a little bit of heat on the back end. I mean,
teeny bit.
You could adjust that to your liking. I could go a little bit hotter on it, but
I get like an herbaceous background. Like it's kind of like green in the background, obviously because it's a jalapeno. But you kind of get like if you ever eat a jalapeno, and you kind of get that floral note on the back end, and you kind of get that green. I'm getting that off of this.
Yeah,
it's really good.
There's a few ways you could do it. You could take fresh sliced jalapeno, muddle it in there. We were thinking, you might not have a muddler or something like that. So the green Tabasco is a good one too.
And then the agave syrup in there really adds that beautiful, soft sweetness. So you don't get an overpower. Again, dangerous. You know what would be really good with this too is adding like even a splash of lime seltzer water, just to punch it even more. I mean, you could kind of do that too. You guys, this is good. This is really good.
Those are good on good. Those are good on good music.
Yeah, we're both counted for. It's really good. So I didn't get a little garnish, but I think it would be really fun. I mean, if you had time, if you're out working on the car, you don't need garnish. But if you wanted to do a really fun garnish, you could do a little a watermelon piece on here and maybe a little jalapeno in front of it. It would be fun. Tahini maybe on the rim.
How much watermelon was it that you squeezed down into juice?
Oh,
because you did fresh watermelon. How many slices? Like,
it was probably one small slice. Yeah, that was it. It really wasn't very much to make this.
That's good.
So good.
There it is.
Wow.
Top recommendation right there. The
summer drink.
Summer drink.
Floating in the pool, working on the car, just in the afternoon drinking. I don't know. It would be fun. This is so good.
Taboo Torch. There you go. Make it enjoy. Let's finish this up and go back to the car.
Okay, let's go. Oh, the wind's blowing. How do you want me to do this?
Try to get some mass in it. Oh, that like that.
Like this?
Yep.
Okay. This wind's just been terrible.
All right, camera's picking it up better than it looks. I thought it would. It's darker out here. We're losing light, but still getting some stain on. Looks good. Hopefully it doesn't look terrible in the morning, but
I don't think so.
getting some good texture in there.
We're making a little bit of a mess, but you kind of have to because it's soaking it up. Being in Nevada, this is dry to the bone.
This barrel's been outside for 10 years before we even got it.
It's okay. It's going to be beautiful.
I don't know where this wind is coming from. But Nicole got this all painted up. It looks nice. We're going to replace the exhaust manifolds with some beautiful long tube headers. And so right now what we're going to do is panel bond our double 2-in-1 panel bond. We'll get some bond on this, get some screws in it to hold it till it dries, and try and go through the whole bit there, and then go through panels that I have on the inside. So
Okay.
well, let's do that. $50 a tube.
Oh, geez. That's pretty cool. Why'd you cut all that off?
What's up?
Why'd you cut all that off?
This was, this is the firewall that came that had that big V
Oh,
on the Suburban.
that's right.
Doing it over, I would have done a bit of it differently.
Okay.
You know, I would have cut it so it was straight up to here, and we would have cut into that V different, you know, so it made a bit more sense. So we didn't have this much to gap, but that is really hard when you're dealing with two cars in two locations, you know? All right, here we are. Honestly, rough night last night. There are those days where you have an intent and you want to do something and have a goal in mind, and everything works against you, and last night was one of those. I have no video of it because I would have to bleep out essentially the whole entire thing. So from welding the fenders, I don't know what the the arches are made out of, again, like I've said, welding on this car, you know, like between the body and the Suburban body has been difficult. Those arches are, they have to have some sort of other alloy in them. I don't know, they're extremely hard to weld. So I fought with that for a while, and I decided to switch gears. Nicole came out, we got stuff painted, we'll show that here in a second. Got it painted, tried to do the panel bond. That was a disaster. It came out like water. It got it all over my hands. Like nothing will take this off. It's on my elbow. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
So I'll show you all those things. And then I ended up just switching over and trying to put the headers on last night. Nicole went inside. And so that's what I did. I got far enough, and we'll see where that is. But
You're pretty late.
Yeah, it was a late night, so I probably should have just given up early. And I had to accomplish something. I had that in my head, and
You did.
I guess that's the difference of doing stuff for the video and doing stuff just to be doing it. So let's flip it around and walk through what we got done. So, Mr. Man over there.
What the heck? This is our new cat. He likes to lay on the car. His name's Scurvy, everybody. Okay, back to you.
Back to here. All right, so Nicole got everything painted last night. It looks fantastic. Water pump, hopefully it works. It was rusty. Frame, all nice and done. So this will be cool. Again, it's a driver. It's a rat rod. We're kind of going with that.
It looks better though.
It looks way better. Yeah.
What is he doing? Hold on. He's polishing the car. He's gonna roll right off. Okay, back to business.
All right, and we can see this mess here where it's all just gooping down like that over on by the other side over there.
You know, and last night when you were doing that, my whole thought process was that it was just hot. But then you did the reviews on it, and it turns out that a lot of people are having the same issues. So
yep, not 3M.
Yeah.
And I think a whole lot of fake reviews. You gotta watch that on Amazon. You know, I found a few reviews in the 1 or 3 or 2 stars of super watery. You know, doesn't not like 3M. So I gotta dig deeper in those, I guess, when I do stuff. But it's strong. It holds really well. So
that's good.
But it was just a mess.
And it is all over you, my love.
It is all over me. So there's that. Here, I'll take the camera from here. And got this header almost in. I torched it, hammered it, got everything going there. I got them both cut off. I had to cut both to get them out. This one was a little easier. This one had to get cut way down to come off. And this header slid right in, so that was easy, but I fought this one for quite some time. But I gotta pull it back out, 1 or 2 more dings in it, and I think it'll be fine. You can see the nice little dimples from trying to pound it down there, but as we learned on Engine Masters, it doesn't matter. So funny thing there. But that's what we got a little bit of that welded on there. Looks terrible, but kind of go through and rework it. So anyway, that's it. Give us a like, subscribe, follow, comment. Let us know like your worst experience that ended up okay. Like overall, I think I got some stuff done, but I had plans to be at a point with this video, trying to put stuff together a little bit tighter. But hope you enjoyed the cocktail. Let us know if you tried it, how you'd modify it, anything like that. Let us know about the new mix-up if you like that. So like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff.
Talk to you later.
Thank you. Goodbye.